weekend is finally here. Welcome to Joburg Today. My name is Danica Lilliland. With kids going back to school next week, why not take the whole family to Gold Reef City and end the holidays on a high note?
Gold Reef City has long been one of Joburg's premier entertainment venues. The amusement park is one of the city's premier summer attractions.
Well, Gold Reef City is basically a theme park that's been built around a historical mining town. A lot of history surrounds this place. The whole of Johannesburg almost developed around Gold Reef City. This is one of the first mining areas within the country. Gold Reef City has grown into a fantastic precinct.
The Gold Reef Precinct has numerous restaurants, the Apartheid Museum, and of course, the Gold Reef Casino and Resort. The resort has the casino and the theme park with over 40 rides and attractions.
We came to make our social science syllabus more, to have fun and to just explore. The Tower of Terror, that was the most fun one.
It was a school trip and I wanted to enjoy it with my friends and everyone. My favorite ride has been the Minus Revenge and the UFO because it makes me dizzy and yes, I enjoy it.
Well, it's a family entertainment destination. Children, adults alike love it. It's just a fantastic experience that you can't get anywhere else in the world.
Our crew enjoyed our visit, and even though one of us acted like they were in a Shakespearean death scene on a couple of rides, the experience was a success, and I will be returning when I have a free day this summer. I'm Samuel Gebhardt for Joburg Today.
How's it? My name's Matt Moore, and you're watching Joburg Today.
Join the conversation with us on Facebook, joburgtoday.tv, and follow us on Twitter at Joburg Today. If you're one of those people constantly on the move, then pockettv.mobi, that's pocket with an I. Experts expect the increase in traffic on Johannesburg's roads to reduce travelling speeds to a snail's pace on a quarter of the road network by 2037. This will result in even more greenhouse emissions from vehicles, which may contribute to climate change.
Transport may be considered a catalyst for many aspects of modern life, but it seems it doesn't always completely benefit us.
Transport is a sort of underlying sector that your economic development, your well-being as an individual depends on. And it's one of the biggest contributors in South Africa and in the region to our greenhouse gas emissions, second to our energy sector.
In the process of developing the Integrated Master Transport Plan, the Gauteng provincial government also identified future transport trends.
One of the big trends is congestion, leading to extremely average slow speeds around the province. For example, by 2037, you're looking at less than 10 kilometer average speed on at least 25% of the network. And this is an environmental issue because of the emissions that come from the vehicles. In terms of the emissions in South Africa, in passenger transport, private cars are the biggest growing source of emissions. So that makes it a huge environmental issue. From the environment's point of view, we have to solve this challenge of our emissions in South Africa.
Louise feels that all levels of government have good plans in place to address future transport challenges, but business and private individuals must also come to the party.
And a big part of it is travel demand management. Because importantly, if one actually removes the need to travel in the first place, that already is a huge solution. So things like businesses can put in place what's called employee trip reduction programs. But we all resist this a bit in South Africa.
Despite good plans, Louise says South Africa is not on track with implementation.
Government certainly has committed the budgets. They are trying to put in place all the infrastructure issues and making lots of mistakes along the way, which are, hopefully they're learning from. We have multiple public transport services which are not integrated with each other. I try to use public transport wherever I can, And it can take you a day to find all the different timetables and the routes, what times they'll connect with each other. So I think that is one important dimension that's missing. Also, because we have private providers of these different services, a business doesn't see why it should cooperate with its competitor. So there needs to be government initiatives to pull them all together so that we don't have two bus services running on the same route.
Since minibus taxis are such a key transport mode for many South Africans, Louise considers their integration into public transport services important.
The kinds of convenience and low fares and frequency of minibus taxis, they can always offer that probably perhaps better than some public transport modes.
So, with South Africa amongst the world's top 20 carbon emitters and transport playing a significant role in this ranking, thinking and doing differently about getting from A to B is perhaps not a luxury anymore. Marisa de Klerk, Joburg Today.
Hi, I'm Danny Glover, and you're watching Joburg Today.
The Annual Rage Festival is back. This weekend, tens of thousands of fans are expected to descend on the venue for 3 days of gadgets, gaming, and geek lifestyle entertainment.
The Really Awesome Gaming Expo, or Rage, is Africa's biggest annual gaming and gaming lifestyle expo. Last year, well over 10,000 people attended, and this year promises to be even bigger and better.
I think the main thing that makes Rage different from every other expo is the fact that every year when you come here, there's always something completely different to see. If you go to like any other kind of expo, it's always the same kind of things, just different configurations, different ideas. But yeah, you can get sort of every single year, everything's completely different.
After the 2014 showing, Rage won the Consumer Exhibition of the Year award from the Exhibition and Event Association of South Africa. Don't be surprised if they repeat that accomplishment this year after their jam-packed expo. 2015 will see not just the heavyweight gaming companies such as Microsoft and Sony, but small developers and companies that cater to the lifestyle and future of gaming. Among the exhibitors this year will be Oculus Rift, Blowfish Entertainment, Board Game South Africa, Skullcandy, Sky Castle Games, and countless others. Running from October 9th to the 11th at the Ticket Pro Dome, Rage is the place to spend your time this weekend if you consider yourself a gamer or are even remotely interested in the culture. I'm Samuel Gebhardt for Joburg Today.
Hi, I'm Paul Pops Madikwani, and you're watching Joburg Today.
That brings us to the end of the show today, but be sure to check out our playlists for more. That's it from me, Danica. I'll leave you with Joburg's version of Pharrell Williams' Happy.
It might seem crazy what I'm about to say. Sunshine, she's here, you can take a break. I'm a hot air balloon that could go to space. With the air, like I don't care, baby, by the way. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Here come bad news, talking this and that. Well, give me all you got and don't hold it back. Well, I should probably warn you, I'll be just fine. No offense to you, don't waste your time. Here's why. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Bring me down, can't none bring me down. Your love is too high, circus.